when a woman stubbornly refused to let John Cena board first class on their shared flight. She had no idea that her decision would soon lead to an unforgettable encounter. The scene unfolded at a bustling airport, where passengers rushed to their gates and the loudspeaker announcements echoed through the terminals. Among the crowd was John Cena, dressed casually but still unmistakable with his robust physique and affable demeanor. Despite his celebrity status, Cena maintained a low profile, queuing patiently at the gate for first-class passengers. As he approached the entrance, a middle-aged woman in front of him suddenly turned around, her expression one of disdain. "I don't think you should be boarding ahead of everyone else, just because you're a celebrity," she snapped, blocking his way with an outstretched arm. Her voice carried over the noise of the terminal, attracting curious glances from nearby travelers. Cena, known for his composure and kindness, tried to defuse the situation with a smile. "I appreciate your concern, but I'm just following the boarding procedure," he replied, his tone calm and respectful. However, the woman was relentless, her words growing harsher. "People like you think you can just do whatever you want. Well, not today. You'll wait like everyone else," she declared loudly, drawing more attention. The standoff at the gate continued, with the woman refusing to budge and Cena maintaining his calm. It wasn't long before a young boy, who had been watching the exchange with wide eyes, tugged at his mother's hand. "Mom, isn't that John Cena? Why is that lady being mean to him?" he asked innocently, loud enough for others to hear. His question seemed to resonate with the onlookers, and the atmosphere shifted. People started murmuring among themselves, and the mood turned sympathetic towards Cena. Realizing the growing support for the celebrity, the woman finally stepped aside, her cheeks reddening as she muttered a reluctant apology. Cena nodded graciously and boarded the plane, but not before turning to address the crowd that had gathered. "Thank you for your support. It's important to treat everyone with respect, no matter who they are," he said, his voice carrying a quiet strength. His words left a palpable impact, resonating with the onlookers as they dispersed to their respective gates. As Cena settled into his seat, the flight attendant approached him with a smile, offering a complimentary drink as a small gesture of goodwill. Cena accepted with thanks, his thoughts on the incident at the gate. It had been an unexpected challenge, but also an opportunity to uphold his values and perhaps teach a gentle lesson in kindness and humility. This incident, simple yet profound, was not just about a celebrity navigating a public confrontation. It was a testament to the enduring influence of respect and civility in everyday interactions. As the plane took off, leaving the bustling airport behind, Cena looked out the window, his mind already turning towards his next destination and the adventures it would bring as the flight ascended. The incident at the gate became a distant memory, overshadowed by the peaceful hum of the aircraft. Cena, nestled comfortably in his seat, reflected on the brief encounter. It wasn't just an obstruction. It was a stark reminder of the pressures and expectations placed on public figures. He pondered over his responsibility as a role model, knowing that his actions could influence others, even in the most ordinary settings. Mid-flight, Cena's thoughts were interrupted by a gentle tap on his shoulder. He turned to find a young woman, her expression apologetic. "Mr. Cena, I just wanted to say sorry about what happened earlier. That was my mom. She can be a bit protective," she explained, her voice a mixture of embarrassment and sincerity. Cena smiled, his response warm and reassuring. "No worries at all. Situations like that can happen to anyone. I appreciate your apology, though," he said, his tone friendly and understanding. The woman nodded, grateful for his kindness, and continued, You handled that with a lot of grace. It's not easy to stay calm when someone challenges you like that." Cena's expression softened. "Thank you. I believe it's important to stay composed and not escalate things. We all have our moments, right?" he chuckled, making the woman laugh in agreement. The conversation shifted to lighter topics, with Cena sharing stories from his travels and the woman, named Emily, talking about her studies in environmental science. The exchange was genuine and full of laughter, a stark contrast to the tension earlier. As they talked, Cena realized how these moments of connection were what he cherished most about his travels. The flight continued smoothly, with Cena and Emily parting ways as the plane began its descent. They exchanged a friendly handshake, with Emily expressing her gratitude once more. "Thanks for the chat, Mr. Cena. It made the flight a lot more enjoyable." Cena nodded, his smile sincere. "The pleasure was all mine. Best of luck with your studies." As Cena stepped off the plane, the sun greeted him with its warm rays, a symbolic end to a journey that had started under less than sunny circumstances. The day had brought unexpected challenges, but also unexpected friendships, reminding Cena of the simple joys of human connection and the impact of kindness. As he walked towards the airport exit, he felt a renewed sense of purpose, ready to face whatever his next destination might hold. Upon leaving the airport, Cena's phone buzzed with a notification. It was a tweet mentioning him, linked to a video that had already started circulating online. The clip showed the earlier confrontation at the gate, but thankfully, it highlighted how Cena had handled the situation with grace and professionalism. Comments flooded in, praising his patience and respect towards the woman who had challenged him. Feeling a mix of relief and responsibility, Cena retweeted the video with a message: "Respect and understanding go a long way in any situation. Let's spread kindness, not conflict. #stay humble." This tweet quickly went viral, sparking a broader conversation about celebrity encounters and the pressures of public scrutiny. Fans and followers expressed their support for Cena, sharing their own stories of meeting celebrities who had either lived up to or defied their expectations. Encouraged by the positive response, Cena decided to leverage this moment to do more good. He reached out to his team to organize an impromptu charity event in the city he was visiting. The event would benefit a local youth sports program, promoting respect, teamwork, and discipline, values Cena had always championed. The charity event was set up in record time, thanks to Cena's wide network and the local community's enthusiastic support. As he walked into the venue, the cheers and excited faces of young athletes greeted him. Cena spent the day coaching, sharing life lessons, and even participating in a few friendly matches. Local media covered the event, further amplifying Cena's message of positivity and community support. As the day wound down, Cena addressed the crowd, his voice echoing through the packed venue. Today was about more than just sports. It was about coming together to support each other, to learn from each other, and to grow stronger as a community. I'm thankful for every one of you who made today possible. The event concluded with a group photo, the smiles of young athletes surrounding Cena, a tangible reminder of the impact a single positive act could have. As Cena left the venue, his heart felt lighter, his belief in the power of kindness reaffirmed. Reflecting on the day's events as he settled into his hotel room, Cena felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The confrontation that had started the day had transformed into an opportunity to spread kindness and support a community. It was a powerful reminder that every moment held the potential for positive change, and that even in the face of adversity, one could always choose to act with integrity and compassion. The day's experiences had not only reaffirmed Cena's values, but had also deepened his connection to his fans and the communities he visited. It was these moments, these connections, that truly defined his journey, far beyond the entertainment and accolades of his career. As Cena prepared for the next day, ready for whatever it might bring, he felt grateful for the unexpected challenges that often led to the most rewarding outcomes. That night, Cena's sleep was deep and restorative, his dreams filled with the smiling faces of the kids he'd met. The next morning, he woke up to a flood of messages and notifications on social media. Clips from the charity event had spread like wildfire, further cementing Cena's role as not just an entertainer but a genuine philanthropist. Among the messages was a note from the woman from the airport, the one who had challenged him initially. She expressed her gratitude for his graciousness and mentioned how her perspective had changed after seeing the impact of his work. "I saw the charity event on the news," she wrote. "You truly are an inspiration, and I'm sorry for misjudging you. Thank you for your kindness and for all that you do." Touched by her words, Cena felt a renewed sense of purpose. He replied warmly, thanking her for her message and encouraging her to spread the message of kindness in her own community. This exchange was not just a resolution to their brief conflict, but a testament to the transformative power of empathy and understanding. Energized by the events of the past few days, Cena planned his next steps. He decided to start a social media campaign, #ActsOfKindness, to encourage people from all walks of life to share their stories of kindness, big or small. The campaign quickly gained momentum, with thousands of posts and stories flooding in from around the globe. Each story was unique, but all shared a common thread. Compassion and generosity could bridge divides and connect people in meaningful ways. As the campaign grew, Cena partnered with various non-profits to amplify the reach and impact of these acts of kindness. He used his platform to highlight individuals and organizations making a difference, from small community groups to large international charities. Each feature brought attention and resources to these causes, inspiring an ever-growing circle of positivity. Months later, Cena reflected on the journey that had started with a simple flight and an unexpected confrontation. What had seemed like a minor incident had sparked a global movement, reminding him that every interaction had the potential to change lives. He continued his philanthropic efforts, speaking at schools and universities about the importance of character, respect, and community service. As he prepared for another event, this time at a large university where he was to speak about his #ActsOfKindness campaign, Cena felt a deep sense of gratitude. The world could be a challenging place, but it was also filled with opportunities to make a difference. With every story shared, every event held, and every message of hope sent, he was helping to weave a tapestry of kindness that stretched across the globe. Standing before a crowd of eager young faces, Cena started his speech with a simple message: every act of kindness is a spark that can light the darkest of places. Together, let's make this world a little brighter, one act at a time. His words, met with applause and cheers, were not just a call to action, but a reminder of the profound impact one person could have on the lives of many. As the cheers subsided, Cena stepped off the stage, his heart full and mind buzzing with ideas. He spent the rest of the day interacting with students, answering their questions, and sharing more about his journey. Their enthusiasm was contagious, each one eager to initiate their own acts of kindness. Inspired by their energy, Cena decided to take the campaign a step further by organizing a series of workshops and talks across various cities, focusing on how young people can lead change in their communities. The tour kicked off in bustling cities and quiet towns alike, each event tailored to the local audience but with the same core message: everyone has the power to make a difference. Cena and his team worked tirelessly, setting up workshops that taught practical skills, from organizing community projects to effective communication and leadership. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with local media outlets covering the events and highlighting stories of participants who had already begun to make an impact. Back on social media, the #ActsOfKindness campaign continued to flourish. Cena regularly shared updates from the road, posted highlights from the workshops, and celebrated the achievements of those who were making a difference. He also shared personal reflections, which resonated deeply with his followers. Every city I visit, every story I hear, it all reinforces my belief that kindness is universal. It's something that connects us all, he wrote in a heartfelt post. As the tour progressed, Cena noticed a shift in the conversations around him. People weren't just talking about acts of kindness. They were discussing broader issues like social justice, environmental sustainability, and community health. It was clear that the campaign was evolving, growing into something larger than he had imagined. Motivated by this, Cena began to collaborate with experts in various fields to provide even more depth and resources to his audience. The culmination of the tour was a large-scale event held in a major city, bringing together all the participants from the previous workshops for a celebration of their work and impact. The event featured guest speakers, panel discussions, and a variety of activities that showcased the diversity and creativity of the kindness initiatives. Cena took the stage once more, this time to highlight the extraordinary efforts of individuals and groups who had gone above and beyond in their pursuit of positive change. The atmosphere was electric, with stories of change and hope filling the air. As Cena concluded the event, he announced the next phase of the campaign, a global initiative aimed at supporting and funding community projects that embodied the spirit of #Acts of Kindness. This new venture, supported by partners from around the world, would provide resources and funding to ensure that the spark of kindness ignited by the campaign could grow into a sustained flame. Reflecting on the entire journey as he stood amidst a crowd of inspired faces, Cena felt a profound connection to each and every person there. The campaign had started with a single act of kindness and had grown into a global movement that challenged and changed people in ways he had never anticipated. "This isn't the end," he assured the audience, his voice firm yet filled with emotion. "It's just the beginning. Let's continue to spread kindness, one act at a time, and see how far we can go together." With that, the crowd erupted in applause, energized and ready to carry the torch of kindness into their communities and beyond. Cena stepped off the stage, knowing that while this chapter might be closing, the story of #Acts of Kindness was far from over. It was a movement now, one that would continue to inspire and evolve, with each act of kindness adding to the legacy of a campaign that had truly changed the world.